When we go into the beginning of, purifying, we're talking healthy food, healthy water. What would be the next steps? Would we start at that point, going straight into some kind of liver cleanse? Or will we go, what were the next steps after we clean up the diet? How about the environment, right? Like, one thing I've taken out for sure, like very early on, was like the Glade little plugins. My mom loved having those at the house. And those, like, even when I started first eating healthy, like at 14, like you could smell them and they were vulgar. So I took those out. She was pissed every time I turned them off, but whatever. In the environment, what's another one that is pretty common?
Miguel, I think we have to question,
Okay.
as consumers, what's being offered to us.
Okay.
I think that they'll sell us anything.
Sure.
And when I say they, just, people that are producing products.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to how long we can extend the shelf life. And a lot of times these products don't even do what they're intended to do, which is interesting. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's ridiculous. But there's no regulation on a lot of these things.
Okay.
And so when you're looking at, say, like something that you taught, that you grew up and you were around, and then you're, question it later and you learn about that. I think when you look at understanding that you may be toxic or you may have a issue with this environment, it's best to really start off small with baby steps and go into a learning phase. So look at the environment that you're living in. Look at the what the building materials and the housing structure are, the carpets that are on the floor, what you're drinking out of, the plastics, how you're getting your water, how is your food stored, all these things. Are we getting the proper amount of effective exercise? Oxygen is huge.
Yeah.
A lot of us aren't really getting enough oxygen. So you look at all these things right there. And as you start to go and you build with those, change the diet, you'll notice maybe some of the symptoms that you once had start to alleviate, go away. And then from there, looking at the certain organs of elimination that aid in the process, the liver, gallbladder.
Okay. And how do we start with those? How do we start with those?
The best to I would say, the first thing to really do is to start looking at how you're introducing fresh oxygen into the body. So breathing methods, and there's a lot of breathing methods out there. As you know, I have a specific one that I do, but there's a lot of people that are really, trained and qualified in breath methods that can be highly beneficial.
Yeah.
Just adapting a simple, like Buteyko breathing, just simple nasal cleansing and clearing is another thing to really get the respiratory system balanced. And that's cleansing. That's the one that people can do that's simple. From there, as we go down into the organ systems, the liver and gallbladder are responsible for so many functions of the body, for purifying the cleansing, purifying the blood, converting hormones, passing energy that the kidney gives to the liver into the body. So many different filtering processes of chemicals.
Sure.
The gallbladder emulsifies fat, but that bile is so critical to scrub the intestines to keep it clean, and it has many different functions in the body. So by keeping that clean, eliminating, gallstones, or the probability of gallstones, are just a backup in the liver that affects so many different things in the body, our skin, our eyes, our vision, everything. And then, the kidneys. The kidneys are, they filter everything. They're so vital in that process of moving everything through the detoxification phase. And then the digestive system.
Okay.
Really balancing it out. So many people have
in that order. So liver, gallbladder, kidney, colon.
Kidney, liver, gallbladder.
Kidney, liver, gallbladder. GI tract. Okay. And then how do we do that?
There's different things that you can do. Some of the more basic ones that I have found to be highly effective. There's different types of cleanses that you can do. When I worked in a clinic, we did different types of herbal teas for preparing the kidneys to properly filter out everything. It's usually about anywhere from a 5 to 10 day process. When you're doing certain cleanses, you want to move away from a heavy meat type diet.
Got it. Just for the kidneys?
Just for the cleansing process.
Just cleansing of the kidneys or all the cleansing process?
Primarily, I found to be effective with the kidneys and liver and gallbladder.
Okay.
You don't necessarily, for some people, for myself, it's recommended. I've seen it as a benefit for that, to process better. And then as there's certain herbal concoctions and things like that help stimulate the liver to release toxins in the gallbladder to open up. The most important thing you want to do is be using some sort of activated charcoal as a binder.
Okay. Nice.
Activated charcoal with clay that collects it.
So what kind of clay?
Like a bentonite type clay.
Bentonite clay. Okay.
There's a couple products that we can mention after the
Dude, right now, let's do. Yeah.
So I worked with a company, Quicksilver Scientific, that makes a wonderful binder agent.
Okay.
That's probably the best that I know. They have a powder that you can mix in water, or you can take it as a capsule. And what it acts as is has the ability to collect all the toxins. So if we were to heat up and generate your liver to open and release toxins, and the gallbladder is able to relax and shoot everything down through into the GI, some of it will be released through your bowel, but then some of it will be recirculated into your bloodstream. So it's most important that we get this binder in there to collect everything, to like wrap it up in a trash bag and take it out.
Got it.
And so a lot of people that will do cleansings that won't use any sort of binder, this is a huge mistake. And it's like a dirty fish tank. Okay, so here I have a dirty fish tank, and I say, Miguel, look at this fish tank. Isn't it dirty? Or yes, it's gross. And I reach my hand in there with a rag, and I scrub the sides of it. And I say, look at it now, and you're like, it's clean. Then we go away for 20 minutes and come back. It's redeposited in just different places.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when we don't formally pull everything out. It just recirculates through the body.
So the binders help like pull it out through and excrete it.
It's like a big sponge. It soaks it up and takes it out.
And should we be having binders and charcoal every day, or only?
I don't believe so. Okay. For some people, depending on what their health crisis is, it can be beneficial.
Okay. Because I know someone who takes binders every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's even advantageous for someone to start doing.
Yeah, I would never. My thing is, I would never. There's certain products and there's certain supplements I really like.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't use them on a regular. I would use them for like 6 to 8 weeks and then I rotate.
Sure.
And it keeps you from developing food. It keeps you from developing food allergies or intolerances. With supplements, there are some that can. They lose their effectiveness, and there actually can be a negative response to it. It's an herb, right? For a period of time. So there's certain interactions.
Thank you guys for watching this little podcast clip. I am on this journey of growing and finding people that could best influence us with the best information, the stuff that the mainstream can't cover and won't cover, and that even experts that me and you both know will not touch because they don't want to get canceled and whatnot. So I'm trying to find this uncensored information to share with you guys. If you guys like it, please leave a like. If you're also a person trying to improve their life with real information, not things that are on the mainstream, please subscribe. And thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Peace out.